I think my bedroom's been reminding me that I got fired every single day. I was fired back in January, and ever since then, I've felt stuck and not sure what to do with my life. I recently was listening to the Mel Robbins podcast with Jay Shetty as a guest, and he was talking about how when you're stuck, you're really just grieving a past version of yourself. He specifically said to ask yourself, what habit, mindset, identity, or expectation are you letting yourself be held back by? After listening to this podcast, it made me realize I'm being reminded that I was fired every day because I haven't taken the time to take down my work computer setup yet. This is my work computer that the company so graciously let me keep, but it requires me to do a full factory reset so I can have admin control of the computer. But if I'm being completely honest, I don't want to use the computer. It just reminds me of all the stress and anxiety I felt every day while working at it. So I think it's finally time to pack it away and start fresh. I would love to have this desk as a space to work on hobbies, creating, or working on my personal curriculum. The more I thought about what was said in the podcast, it made me realize, psychologically, this can't be good, right? My bed is right there. And so this computer is one of the first things I see every day when I wake up, and it's one of the last things I see before I go to bed at night. And it just makes me think of being fired and also makes me feel like a failure. I know people get fired for so many different reasons, and it can have nothing to do with your performance or who you are as a person. And that doesn't mean you're a failure, but it kind of just makes you feel that way. So every day I wake up and go to bed looking at this symbol of this failure. So I'm hoping by packing up this computer, I'll stop being reminded of that and I can finally move on and start looking towards the future. And we're done. I'm so excited to start using this space to create, rather than keeping it as a memorial to a past life. I'd like to get a few more organizational things and maybe a couple more decorations, but we'll keep it as is for now until I start using it and figure out what I need and don't need. I originally filmed the ending of this video on the same day that I packed away the computer. But it's been about a week since I packed the computer away, and I wanted to give more of an update on how things have been going. I don't think I realized how much weight the computer was adding to my life, both physically and mentally. As you saw earlier in the video, the computer was 2 monitors, and without having them here, I realized how imposing and how kind of like a black hole they were. Since packing them away, the room has felt so much lighter and brighter. And it actually kind of felt like a big exhale, or like a weight was lifted after I finished packing everything away. I actually came upstairs quite a few times throughout the day just to admire my new, fresh space. And without it here, I've actually wanted to sit at the desk, and I've spent an hour to an hour and a half each night this past week working on other creative projects instead. Mostly just editing this video. So far, removing the computer has done what I hoped it would. I feel like I have a fresh perspective, and I just really want to start taking back my life. I know changing my desk doesn't fix everything, but it does feel like a small step toward becoming the new version of myself. And if you're in a season of trying to get unstuck or reconnect with yourself, just know you're not alone in it. I hope this video has inspired you to take one small step towards putting yourself first. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.